Hello everyone, Chelsea here of Allow the Sun. Welcome to my first ever year ahead tarot and oracle card reading. I pulled a card for each month of the year, a mix of tarot and oracle. I'm hoping this can provide guidance for a year ahead and something that we can come back to each month to get some inspiration or affirmation for the year. So I'm excited to share the cards with you all. January, Sacred Garden, Karametra from the Magic Oracle deck. This card represents the balance between humans and nature, and we are seeing already this month with the horrific LA fires that we are not in balance. This card is calling for environmental justice, to get out there in the community and help one another, and we are seeing that in LA. I hope to continue to see the fight for Mother Nature throughout this year. This card is also calling for us to create our own sacred garden, protect our own peace, help others as well. This card is really representing mindfulness, connecting back to our mind, body, and spirit, connecting back to nature. We really need this, and I'm really hoping that this card just is throughout the whole year and that we really can help one another during these times. February, we have Mother Mary from the Goddess deck. Expect a miracle, have faith that your prayers are being answered. Now, this card may be hard for us to tap into during this month, but it is telling us to not give up, to have faith. I think it's also about what we can sacrifice during these times, how we can help others during these times. We are in the Aquarius season, so I really do think that this Mother Mary is like wanting us to connect with others and give back when we can. Maybe practice a little selflessness, but also to not give too much that we're burnt out and that we can't help anybody. So again, mothering our own selves, and really just keep going, keep fighting, and you never know what can happen, and to not give up on miracles and dreams. March, we have Tin Holly from the Celtic Tree Oracle deck. Tin Holly represents justice, protection, fighting strength. March will also be the spring equinox, so this card is calling for renewal, a message of this too shall pass. So a really great card to not give up, to keep going, also calling to help the vulnerable. So we have themes going on so far with January and February of community, giving back. So again, with Tin Holly, it really is about standing up and fighting for something, to know what it is that you want in your life, and what you want to see in the world, and to not give up, to keep going, to stay on your purpose. Tin Holly also calls for communication, so making sure that you are speaking your needs, finding some kind of balance and justice for whatever it is that you are going through. And if you are having a hard time getting out of a dark place or whatever you're struggling with, to try to find some neutrality within that. If you can't find any joy or happiness, which that's okay. We gotta sit in where we're at. But the Tin Holly Oracle tree is really calling for us to be able to fight for ourselves, and protect one another. April, we have the Five of Cups from the Rider Waite Smith Tarot deck. Now this card is about loss or heartbreak, but it's also about zooming out, finding perspective, and not forgetting that there are still the two cups that are standing upright, even though the others have fallen. April is Aries season, it's the spring, so it definitely is a new cycle. So really trying to find ways to let whatever that you're struggling with during this time to, you know, honor that. Don't just like bypass what you've lost or what's going on. Honor that, but then also to not let that bog you down, but to really find what it is that is sparking your interest and joy and creativity, because it is the spring and everything's going to be blossoming. So this card is really just honoring maybe some of the losses that have happened throughout the year or years, and to just keep going, to honor your emotions, and to maybe those cups are representing of people that you can reach out to if you need. May, we have Body Changes from the Butterfly Oracle deck. Now this card, I feel, really is calling for us to tap into our senses, into our body. It is Taurus season, so really taking care of yourself. But I also think it is calling. It says changes, so you know, making sure you're checking in on yourself and your body, and you know, getting the movement and all the nutritious things that you need, but also honoring where you're at. And I feel like it's calling us to get outside. It's May. It's, you know, maybe your bones need to be shaken out from the cold winter still, and really get out there, enjoy the sun, and yeah, just to reminder to not forget that we are in a body. If we're getting too caught up here in our heads, to connect down into the earth, into the body. June, we have the Nine of Pentacles from the Linestrider Tarot. Now, Pentacles represents the earth, material goods, money, and she is definitely feeling herself. She's got her coin, her nice outfit. So this card, some of the themes are like abundance, enjoying the fruits of your labor. I really like this card. It's calling to like set yourself up for the future, having this like freedom, independence. I know that a lot of folks are wanting to start their own business to be able to have that financial freedom. So I feel like Nine of Pentacles is definitely a good card for that. It is June. We're in Gemini season, the summer solstice. So I feel like this card really is helping us to stay grounded in this more kind of airy, flowy summertime, but also to enjoy yourself. So I feel like this is like a really good card for like the balance of what summer and, you know, that energy brings, but really honing in on that abundance energy. I also like feel like this card is like if you have like abundance, even if that doesn't mean like financially, but if you have extra time, like volunteering, teaching others about being able to be independent. I think that during this time that we're in, if you have that financial abundance or time to do that, I feel like this card is really calling for that as well. And also to like enjoy yourself. And if you've been working really hard, and I'm thinking of all the educators out there in June. So this card is like also being like, take that time after the school year and really just like pamper yourself. So yeah, I really like this Nine of Pentacles energy for June. July, we have the King of Cups from the NYC Tarot deck, and this card represents the South Street Seaport in Manhattan. And I am loving this card for July, Leo season. This king has a big heart, is not afraid to feel their emotions. So this month may bring up a lot of stuff for folks. And the King of Cups is telling us to not shy away from that. This this King of Cups is helping us to connect more to our humanity, to volunteer, to give to others. This is a big theme throughout this year. And to really not be afraid of feeling our emotions, and that being emotional doesn't make us weak. It is a card, also cups are connected to water, so this is a great time, July, summertime, to go and be out in the water, take a boat ride. If you're in Manhattan in July, maybe go to the Southport Seaport, and yeah, maybe some messages, something will come. You'll just have a fun time. And yeah, I really like this card for July. I feel like it's super connected to Leo's big heart energy. So yeah, take care of yourself in July, take care of others, and enjoy the being in the feels. I kept just thinking of the summertime song. Just put that song on, be in your feels, and have a great July. August, we have Wish Upon a Star from the Inner Child Tarot deck. So this also is the Star card in the tarot. This card wants us to tap into our creativity. It wants us to go outside, look up at the stars, believe in something bigger. This card is also calling for us to wish upon a star, to not give up on our wishes and our dreams. It was reminding me of this amazing book that I have by Shauna Cummins, The Wish Craft. So if you don't have this book, get it, and maybe read it in August, or read it whenever you want. But I really am feeling super connected with these cards, or this card and the book. And it is also wanting us to tap into our play. What did you like to do when you were a kid? It's an inner child, from the Inner Child card deck. So, maybe do some inner child healing in August. And yeah, to just not give up on our hopes and dreams for the future. I feel like all these cards are just reminders to not give up during these times. And make a wish. This person is making a wish in the well. Whatever you're connected with, look up maybe your ancestors' rituals for wishes and dreams, and go do that. And it'll be the Aquarius full moon, so if you can go and be in community and wish together, makes it a stronger, powerful wish, especially under the full moon. So yeah, August, get out there and wish upon a star. Why am I forgetting the song? Oh, I think it's When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. There you go. I remembered it. September, we have Quincunx, Complexity. This is from the Numinous deck, and it is a hard transit with planets. I'm not an astrologer, so I don't know all the specific details about it, but I know that it's a challenging time for the planets. So this card is asking us to hold some contradictions. It wants us to get rid of kind of like what we think is good, what we think is bad. It wants us to have compassion for ourselves and others. I feel like this is definitely a card that's representing of our time, probably this whole year. So the more that we can sit with this like just this is my movement for it time, or maybe more like this is kind of like a hug, but like a time just to sit with it, to educate ourselves, learn more about these like complex feelings that we're having, or this complexity of our world right now, if you're struggling with it. And in September, if it's coming up even more, like to just try to detach a little bit, and be able to see from a different perspective, and to know that we will move through this. This is going to be September. It looks like it's going to be calling for a little bit of a like transformative time, but to always take care of yourself, take care of others, and release whatever you can, whatever comes up for you in September. October, we have the One from the Archetype deck. Now this card is calling for unity, for love, to be able to see one another in each other's eyes. This card seems really hard right now, but I think it is a very important card for the whole year. And October, this must be a time that we are going to need to come together. I'm also feeling like this card is asking us to step out of ourselves a little bit, and to be able to really practice selflessness. And I think that our world is struggling with that, because it's really not easy, because most of us are in constant survival mode, and trying to take care of ourselves. I think that this card, though, is really wanting us to come together however we can, even if it's just being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes, even if it's someone that really pisses you off. And obviously taking care of yourself. If you are trying to do that and it's difficult, like don't. But I do think that this card wants us to do hard things in October. But ultimately that will be for the collective good. This also could be a calling in October to connect back to yourself. If you have been giving so much throughout the year and you're feeling so far away from yourself, to like come back into unity with yourself and with your loved ones, your family, and your community. But ultimately, this card is a card of love and finding our our humanity with each other, because this card is like we're all one. November, we have the Queen of Pentacles from the Druid Craft Tarot. This is a great card for November, for fall, going into the holiday season. This card wants us to ground down, take care of our home, start to get all the cozy vibes happening, good foods, taking care of yourself, your friends, your family, your community. If you can make others feel at home, invite people over, right? This is the time when we can gather and eat yummy foods. Of course, the pentacles, right, representing the earth energy, material goods. So if you can give back during this time, right? I know November is like the giving season. If you can do that. But yeah, just really connecting to the autumn, to this really beautiful time in the year when the leaves are changing. And yeah, just to take it slow, and just enjoy this going into the holiday season of November. December 2025, we have the Water Guardian from Angels and Ancestors deck. It says connect with your emotions. So of course, December, we have winter solstice, we have the holiday seasons, and it can be an emotional time. So don't be afraid of your feelings. This card wants us to feel our feelings, to work through them, to work with others to help with whatever you're going through. This card really is connecting me to the King of Cups. That was in July. So as it's the ending of the year, maybe something needs to be let go of. Maybe something you were struggling with during the summer, during July, is coming back up. And to not be afraid to look at that. This card is also bringing up a lot for this year. I feel like 2025 is gonna be a up and down year for a lot of people. And so this card, I think, is just like giving us permission to be like, what is happening? I know for if we watch this back in, I'm recording this in the beginning of 2025, and now this is the end, but I'm already feeling very emotional, and it's only been the first month of 2025. So if this is any indication of what the year's going to be, I feel like it's just a reminder to not be afraid to feel all that we're feeling, but to transmute it into something beautiful, and that we can move through and maybe help others with what they're going through in December and throughout 2025. And it also can be calling to go somewhere warm and go be in the water. I feel like winter can be a hard time. So if you're able to go and be out in the healing waters, or if you can't go do that, go take a bath, go to the spa, try to connect, or just go for a walk by water, and maybe whatever you're struggling through or working through, or if you want some inspiration, the water energy can help with that. Thank you for watching, and if you are watching this in the beginning of 2025, I'm wishing you all the best this year, sending so much love, and if any of these cards have resonated with you throughout the year and the months, please let me know. I'd love to hear. I know I'm excited to follow along and see what comes up. And if you're watching this towards the end, I hope that you had a beautiful 2025. And I'm sending so much love into the next year, 2026. Sending so much love.